mga pancakes, neighbors, cream pies, spaghettis, mga mamsers, mga mismams, mga kakampi, kakosa, allies. Yes! Thank you for joining us once again for another inspiring, enlightening, enriching conversation here in your new safe space where we can talk about your stories, your struggles, your desires, and everything that makes your existence real and valid. Yeah! Ako po si Adrian Vergara, your Ate Yan Yan, and let's talk about just ally things. Ang ating po mga guests ngayon ay mga queens sa social media, and they're very vocal about sharing their thoughts, their stories, beliefs, and everything that makes our community's presence felt and heard. So okay, first up, ang ating super gorgeous writer, influencer, and now a YouTuber, G3 San Diego! Woo!
Hello, hi.
Kamusta ka? Kamusta ang puso?
Man, very healthy, and I'm just enjoying the lockdown as much as I can, and I'm doing the things that I can while on lockdown.
And now, our next guest is a very young filmmaker, super beautiful director, whose stories always highlight the plights of trans women in our country, like Mamo and the Mother 2, and soon to be released, meron siyang bagong film, Got to Believe It. Let's all welcome Direk Rod Singh. Kamusta ka? Kamusta ang puso?
Okay naman. Eto, bahay-bahay lang.
May bahay.
Bawal pa daw lumabas.
Actually, sobrang excited ako kasi you also have your own shows. You're also hosting your own shows. Hingi pa ka ng tips. Charot! What made you decide to jump sa social media para maging voice and image for the community?
It wasn't a conscious decision to become a voice of the community or the face of a community. I was just doing my own thing. I had to switch platforms at some point because, diba, with the pandemic happening, we really didn't have an outlet. So parang ano ba yung available na medium? Because nagsara ang cinema, because I'm a movie writer by profession. I'm a writer by profession. And the pandemic hit all of us hard, and the word pivot became so popular. So everybody, I suppose, had to look for ways to express their own art. Parang one of my followers suggested to invite maybe one star, like a star that I was close to. And it snowballed from there. I started inviting friends I've worked with in the industry, who I have a relationship with. And then, it snowballed, and since nag-guest na si ganyan, and I really didn't wanna call it a show. But of course, but in the development, if I became like a voice of the community, I probably think it's because I am also a trans woman. I'm transgendered.
How about you, Rod? Kamusta rin ang iyong journey sa pag-jump dito sa bagong platform?
I think kasi yung journey towards social media, parang hindi ko rin siya parang choice na, kailangan ko nang tumawid. Kasi yung experience ko, yung journey ko of being an advocate started in 2011. Nung mga panahon na yon, hindi pa naman ganon ka gamit ang social media in terms of advocacy. So, during my college days as a member of UP Babaylan and eventually became its president, yung advocacy talaga namin is mostly university-wide. But when social media happened, we realized that it can also be a platform. And I remember back then, we were criticized for putting our advocacies online. Kasi there are, hindi, kasi diba may mga maririnig tayo na something like, our advocacies or our activism should go beyond the four corners of the classroom, ganyan, or should go beyond the internet. Pero by then, meron kaming belief na somehow social media will evolve as a space na
Yes.
magiging platform din for advocacy. Kasi by then, doon namin nare-release yung mga campaign videos namin, mga educational materials through graphic art, ganyan, na by then, it's not really that popular.
Actually, interesting din yung social media platform and even yung film nakapag-garner ng mas malawak na reach at mas maraming taong na-engage natin at mas marami na rin ang nag-uusap. Dahil doon sa kinalawak ng reach na yon, ano naman yung mga challenges or any hurdles na naranasan ninyo?
I think more than anything, being a trans woman screenwriter is an advantage because it's a very unique point of view. Kasi 'di ba pag sinabing writer, ang writer kasi very introverted, 'di ba, very introspective. So they live inside their head. Talagang ganoon. I live in my head as well. But I feel like it has never been a hurdle, probably because my industry is also very welcoming and embracing to the LGBTQIA community.
How about you, Rod? Direct Rod.
Siguro kasi parang for me, I thought for a while that my challenges was looking for producers. But I also realized that parang after Mamu happened, producers came. Parang in a span of 2 months, 3 months,
Sila na yung lumapit.
yung mga mainstream studios like Star, Black Sheep, Viva, Regal, TBA studios. And yun, lumalapit yung opportunities. But for me, siguro parang hindi naman ganong naging challenge sa akin maghanap or mag-present ng material that they will eventually like. Kasi I know how to cater with their interests. Of course, they're looking for commercial value, they're looking for popularity, ganyan. Siguro yung challenge sa akin dun is yun nga, how to make this commercial yet empowering and hindi ko nilalet go yung principles ko in life, especially in filmmaking.
Maraming salamat sa inyong dalawa! Ito naman, invite na natin. Meron pa tayong isang guest! At isa pa itong another queen, walang iba. The equally gorgeous and beautiful Miss Mela Habijon.
Very happy to be in the presence of two of my friends, G3, my ads, and of course, Rod, ang ating pinagtititaganang director.
Miss Mela, kamusta po ang... Kasi as a Soji advocate and you're also conducting workshops on Soji, kumbaga mas dumali ba yun? Or kamusta? Kamusta with the young people now?
Alam mo, Yen, ang saya-saya ko kasi ang daming tumatanggap na, lalo na sa mga kabataan, ng konsepto ng Soji dahil dito nila nakikita kung ano ba ang tunay na ibig sabihin ng kasarian. I'm very much appreciative to people accommodating trans people like me and respecting my unique womanhood, my beautiful womanhood. So I am hopeful that this generation will be able to cascade the context and concept of Soji in the future generations pa.
Maraming salamat doon, Mela.
Now that we're talking about Soji, it is a bill that I have read. I wouldn't, presume to say that I am an expert in Soji. I mean, diba, parang I still continue to learn about it. There are provisions in the bill that I personally do not agree with. Diba? I don't agree with the entire bill. But I agree that the bill should be passed because where in the world can you go that ang pinaglalaban pa rin natin ngayon ay ang paggamit ng banyo? That is so basic to us. Diba? Parang bakit hanggang ngayon ito pa rin ang issue natin, hindi pa rin tayo makapasa na equality. When you go to other countries, like when you go to first world countries, and I have friends who live in first world countries, and you will see how much they thrive in life because they are given so much protection by the law. They are given equality by the law. Like if you go to the States, I was fortunate enough to attend the World Pride, the 50th anniversary of the World Pride in New York. And tinatanong ko yung mga LGBTQ people doon. Sabi ko, ano pang pinaglalaban nyo? Kasi the fact that you already, yung pinaka-ano naman yan, pag nakuha mo yung marriage equality, you can now own property together, you can adopt children.
Enjoy benefits. Yeah.
yes, you enjoy the benefits of each other. Parang after that, parang sinasabi ko, parang ano pa yung minamarcha nyo? Di ba kasi because pride is protest, talagang pinaglalaban yung karapatan. So when you go to a first world country like that and you realize that they're still doing the march, di ba, it's not anymore to gain marriage equality. Marriage equality kasi, di ba, parang nakuha na nila yan. Lahat ng mga kaibigan kong bakla, lahat ng mga kaibigan kong trans doon, pwede silang magpakasal and live the life that everybody is accorded to, di ba? Parang ganyan. So ngayon, ang pinaglalaban nila ngayon, yung mga rights ng mga trans na pinapatay. Justice na ngayon, di ba? Parang because even in New York, a very progressive, city, ang taas-taas pa rin ng murders ng mga crime rate, ng hate crime sa mga, especially to Black trans women. So yun ang pinaglalaban nila ngayon. Hindi maintindihan ng mga tao na hindi kami lumalaban for special rights. It's not special. I mean, we're just fighting for equal rights, and that includes rights under the protection of the law. I'm not Catholic, but I think it's a very big deal that the Pope spoke for same-sex civil unions. I think that's a very huge step, diba, in terms of the shift in terms of perception of this kind of union. Parang malaking bagay sa akin yun kasi alam ko na ang optics natin talagang very Catholic ang bansa natin. So parang siguro by then, but then you will read the comments in the comment section and you will realize na parang, oh my God, it's really disheartening. Na parang dun mo marirealize na ang hirap-hirap maging LGBTQIA pa rin.
May question ako kay J3 kasi she mentioned about the SOGI bill na hindi siya nag-agree fully. Tama ba?
Yes. May provision kasi doon na kapag halimbawa sa eskwelahan ka, specifically like halimbawa yung religious studies, parang pwedeng sabihin ng bata, ng estudyante na ayokong aralin yan.
Yung point din ata, kasi di ba we have supporters, for example, si Sister Mary ng Saints ko, na parang ang peg lang naman is not really to impose religious beliefs para mag-discriminate. Parang yun yung gusto mong safeguard na especially to Catholic school, na hindi gagamitin yung religious teachings to impose discriminatory beliefs. And we know how people weaponize teachings.
Right.
So I think yun lang yung gustong i-safeguard nung bill.
Meron tayong pa-activity. Okay, I have numbers here. Napipili kayo. Tapos merong akong sasabihin topic. So ano to? Q&A. Parang sa... diba? Kamiss yun lang natin. Meron lang akong corresponding topic per number. Tapos, ayun, your opinion, your thoughts. So, pili lang kayo ng
time limit ba to?
May time limit? 30 seconds! Anong number?
2!
Ayun.
2.
1.
Okay. So, Miss G3 for number 1. Same-sex union. Your timer starts now.
Of course, I support same-sex union. I support same-sex union because I have a lot of friends that, they build property together, they build life together, and when somebody dies, yung lahat ng pinundar nila hindi napupunta doon sa partner, napupunta doon sa kamag-anak nung namatay. So I have personal experiences of people that have built a life together, and that includes property, all of these things that when their partner dies, wala sa kanya yung karapatan, hindi mapupunta sa kanya. So para sa akin, for practicality, I mean, at that very level, maging open tayo to same-sex unions.
Time's up! Yay!
Na-pressure nga rin ako sa tayo.
Number 2, workplace discrimination. Timer starts now.
Siyempre naniniwala tayo na dapat ang workplace discrimination ay wala ng lugar sa isang sibilisadong lipunan. At naniniwala tayo na dapat lahat ng tao, regardless of race, gender, or antas panlipunan, ay may access sa lahat ng opportunities, especially sa mga trabaho, lalo na sa trabaho na nagbibigay sa atin ng kabuhayan. At sa panahon ngayon, lalo na sa 2020, naniniwala tayo na panahon na for SOGI Equality Bill dahil ito ang magsisafeguard para masigurado natin na walang ni isang queer people or LGBT people ang makakaranas ng diskriminasyon sa trabaho. Maraming salamat.
Napapressure tuloy ako.
Okay, number 3.
What?
Internalized homophobia. Timer starts now.
I think when we think of internalized homophobia, we begin to neglect other people's experiences. Mismo nga sa ating komunidad, dinidiskrimina natin ang isa't isa base sa ating mga karanasan. Mahalagang malaman natin na kung sa sarili natin ay mayroon tayong tinitignan na diskriminasyon, paano natin mapapahalagahan ang pinaglalaban ng bawat isa. Kung hindi natin mapapahalagahan ng ang isang trans woman ay may karapatan, na ang isang lesbiana ay may karapatan, na ang isang asexual ay may karapatan, na ang isang intersex ay may karapatan, paano natin ipaglalaban ang ating sariling karapatan? Kasi sa komunidad natin, mahalaga na tayo'y pantay-pantay, tayo'y magkakaisa, at tayo'y nauunawaan natin ang pinagdadaanan ng isa't isa dahil alam natin kung paano ipaglalaban ang bawat isa. Maraming salamat po.
Nagpasimela ng mga 15 seconds.
Totoo ba? Hindi ko na nakita yung timer.
Maraming salamat. Sige, last words tayo. Last message to our viewers, and you can also invite them or para subscribe or if you want to promote anything.
I just want to say thank you for this opportunity to talk about, the things that we believe in as LGBT people, as an LGBT community. Personally, as a transgender woman, I am not the kind of transgender woman na talagang isinisigaw ko yung pagiging trans woman ko. I mean, magkakaiba naman tayo ng levels ng advocacy. Mine is just, it's a part of who I am. It's not my end all and be all. There are many facets about me, and that happens to be one facet which I'm very proud of.
Ayan. So, ako, ang last message ko lang talaga is that as much as we are clamoring for representation and for other alternatives for LGBT content, gusto kong manawagan sa mga tao that it's a two-way process, no? We can't do it alone. We need your support. We have to prove that there is a support base for contents like our stories. Kasi mahirap at this point sabihin that there is a market for our stories dahil hindi pa natin to napapatunayan in that essence, no? If we're gonna talk about Die Beautiful, I think the success of Die Beautiful relies doon sa masa audience during the MMFF. We are striving to look for producers to believe in our stories. So, kakailanganin namin ng support nyo. Dahil ako personally, ang taker right now, the pink market in cinema is still an illusion. No, we still have to prove that our films or yung mga materials natin ay hindi lang for free content. We still have to test if people are willing to pay for it. So, kailangan talaga natin itong pagtulong-tulungan ng sabay-sabay. So, sana yung suporta natin sa mga queer contents ay mag-transcend sa panunood talaga mismo. At kung kakailanganin man sana na, kung meron mang ads or magbabayad and what, so sana suportahan pa rin natin dahil kailangan nating magtulungan, no? Dahil kailangan natin patunayan na meron at merong manonood. So, sana pag lumabas yung mga queer contents na ito, ayun, ulitin ko talaga, support. No, hindi tayo pwedeng makulong sa panawagan palagi na sana may ganito naman, sana may ganyan. And I think I've heard and encountered so much, lalo na sa Twitter and sa Facebook, na naghahanap ng mga ganitong contents at ang lagi kong sagot, alam nyo, may gumawa na niyan. Ibigyan ko sila ng reference. Sana medyo mag-exert din tayo ng efforts at yung mga content creators, hindi nyo po kami kalaban. Tulungan nyo po kami.
Ako, I'm very happy that representation is becoming a strong force in the conversation right now. At natutuwa ako na in this day and age that we are getting to see a lot of content allowing all characters to be diverse. It allows diversity to be honored. It allows different stories to be told. It allows different angles of different perspectives to be shared by everyone. And I'm very privileged to have been an instrument of this representation. I am honored to have been given the chance to take on transgender roles, and I take pride to have been a part of that journey of representation. We can converse, we can talk, pwede tayong mag-usap sa Instagram, sa Facebook, sa TikTok, at sa Twitter. Pwede tayong magtanong, pwede nating pag-usapan kung ano man ang mga dapat nating pag-usapan.
Yay! Maraming salamat sa inyo. Again, isang malaking karangalan na makasama kayo ngayon. Nagde-declare lang ako na kakampi niyo ako. Ayun po. At yes, we'll do our best din para mas ma-amplify pa yung mga bosses ninyo. And what a time to be alive! Thank you so much. Bye!